welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Madison. I am a mom of 3 boys, ages 12, 4, and 20 months old, and I'm currently pregnant with, drumroll please, I'm so excited. If you have not seen my gender reveal video yet, definitely pause this video and go watch it. I'll have it linked on the screen and down below. I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to spoil it. So definitely go watch it. If you haven't already, you should watch it. Okay, so I'm assuming you've done that. So I am pregnant, if you want to. I am pregnant with our first baby girl. Oh, I'm so excited. I am currently 14 weeks and a few days. I change on Saturdays and today is Monday. So I'm 14 weeks and a couple of days. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I'll share about that. I'm going to share about weight gain already. I guess now that I'm 14 weeks, I'm done with the first trimester and I'm officially in the second trimester. I think that's how it works once you hit 14 weeks, like exactly you're now in the second trimester. So fingers crossed that I'm right about that. I don't know. I'm just ready and excited to be in the second trimester. It's just that much closer to meeting my baby girl. So anyway, but yeah, I guess that's about it about me. I did promise I would share any like little girly items that I purchased in my pregnancy updates. So I will share one little outfit. I did a huge baby girl clothing haul after my gender reveal, so I'll link that as well. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it, and trust me, there will be more of those videos. I'm so excited. So, but I thought if I just pick up one thing here or there that I would show it to you guys. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys. So this is it. I was just at Kohl's shopping for, and I love Kohl's. I realize now Kohl's is like my place because I found maternity clothes for me, and I like their clothes for when I'm not pregnant. I really like the Lauren Conrad line. I found really cute baby girl clothes. His little sister, and it has polka dots, and I love the like floral letters and the cursive. Like, girl stuff is just so much fun. There's always so much detail, as I say in the haul video I show. So anyway, I got this in 0 to 3 months. I love things that say little sister, anything that's a sister. But yeah, they had that. They had like toys. They have clothes for every single one of my kids. You know, it's just a fun place. But anyway, I digress. So this update, I guess, is going to cover weeks like 10 to 14, I think. Is what I'm going to say. I am slightly nauseous and out of breath, so sorry about that. But update on the nausea, it is so much better. I don't know if I talked about this in my last pregnancy update. I feel like I did, but I'll just quickly say that ever since I hit 10 weeks, the diclegis finally started working. I did not realize that it takes about a week for it to start working. And so I was not taking the full amount. That was part of the problem. And then once I did start taking the full amount, it still wasn't working, but I kept taking it because we'd spent so much money on it because it's not covered by insurance. And luckily I did, because after a week or two, it finally started working. So that has still been going strong. I'm still on the diclegis, and I don't see myself getting off of it for a while. My doctor, she just doesn't understand. So I've had a different doctor with each one of my pregnancies. I've just never found the perfect one. My first doctor with my oldest was, first of all, 12 years ago. But also I had to see a specialist because he had gastroschisis. Then with my second, which means his intestines were outside of his body, which luckily that has not happened again, and it usually doesn't happen again. But anyway, then with my second, I went to someone, since I have C-sections, I went to someone that I know, like a girl that goes to, she had like 5 C-sections, and she said that he's the only one she would go to for C-sections. But he was, no offense to older people, he was just kind of older and like out of date. Like he said to me, I told him that I was having really bad swelling. I swell terribly. Even with my first, when I was super young and didn't gain that much weight, I swelled, like my feet grew like 2 or 3 sizes. And I thought that that was just my new shoe size. I didn't realize it was swelling. I don't know. But anyway, I told him like, hey, I'm having bad swelling issues. Is there anything I can do? And he just told me, welcome to pregnancy. So didn't love him. So then with my third, I went to someone that was recommended. by a friend, and I did like him, but he was far away. I had to travel far away, which was not fun with appointments. But then I think I've already talked about this. I hate that. I feel like with these pregnancy updates, I don't want to repeat things. Anyway, too far away, that one. And then I finally decided I wanted a woman with my fourth, which I think I should have done that from the beginning because women have been through pregnancy. So now I found one, and she was there for me through my miscarriage, and so I've really liked her. But she doesn't get nausea. I saw a different doctor one day because my doctor was out of town, and she like had been through nausea. She'd been through pregnancy, been through nausea. She took diclofenac herself. She got it. But my doctor, that's the only thing. And I almost switched to that other doctor, like legit. But then I saw her again today, my regular doctor, and I was like, okay, no, I still like her. She was so excited about me having a girl. She was actually disappointed that she didn't get to tell me. It was the nurse who told me. But like I already kind of knew because I did sneak peek, right? So, okay, let's talk about the gender stuff. I don't know how I got this tangent on this tangent of that I've had 4 different doctors. Oh, because she doesn't know that like my nausea is pretty bad. Like with my first 2, my nausea lasted until I was like midway through my second trimester. Like it did not end once I reached my second trimester. It was like midway through. I would just all of a sudden feel better. But then with my third, my last kid, it lasted like almost the whole pregnancy. And so that's my fear with this baby. So I know that I'm not ready to get off this medicine. She was like, oh, I don't think you'll be on it that much longer. I'm like, no, I think I will. Because even with the medicine, which helps a ton, like I couldn't even lift my head off the pillow. I was so unmotivated. I felt like I'm just an unmotivated, lazy person now, which is so dumb because I was so sick. So it's like, clearly that's why you're not motivated. But it even took me once I started feeling better, it took me like a little bit to just get back to like my headspace and be me again. But anyway, finally feeling more me again in that sense of sickness, although I'm still pregnant, which is never fun. I'm not a happy pregnant person, people. I'm just not. Pregnancy is not for me. But anyway, so she, whatchamacallit. So anyway, basically, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I know, I still feel slightly sick, even with this medicine, like still feel slightly nauseous. So there's just no way. I have good days and bad days, but there's just no way I'm getting off this medicine anytime soon. I know that. So I'll let you guys know though, if I do ever get off of it and how that goes. I'm like terrified to do it, but I'll let you know. It'll probably I won't even try until I'm like at least midway through the second trimester or near the end. And if I'm not really feeling nauseous, then I may take 1 pill away, like slowly, something like that. But anyway, so the gender reveal. You guys have seen that probably, hopefully. Man, so much to say. So I lost my mind, as you guys saw in that video, and I talk about it. I knew if I did find out whether it was a girl or boy, I did the same thing with Jack with the gender disappointment. I wanted to be able to share about it. I didn't want to just show us popping a balloon and show our initial reactions. I wanted to like really talk about my reactions. So I did that in that video already, but I had no idea when I posted that video how many people would just understand, like how many of you guys just understand me, how many of you have said that you've been there, like you've been watching me for a while and you're just so happy for me and you know how much this means to me. That was just so cool. I was literally crying again reading y'all's comments because they were so touching to me. I felt seen, and you know, like, I don't know if it's my personality type or if it's just people, but I just love to feel seen and like understood for whatever it is that I'm going through. And you guys just understand me, and that's just amazing. And not only do you understand, but you have like empathy for me and kindness towards me. There's very few people. There are those people who don't get gender disappointment, and I have those people in my real life, like actual people in my real life that don't get it. A lot of people do, but there are people very close to me that don't, and it's annoying. Like, it's frustrating. It's like, how can you not understand that I've been grieving? With my third, I grieved my daughter that I felt in my heart existed, and I knew she existed, and here she is, and she's doing good. Today at the doctor's appointment, this doctor doesn't do as many ultrasounds, which I don't love. I kind of enjoyed, although I don't know, maybe since I'm pretty early on, they just don't do a bunch. Maybe it's once you get further along that they do more. I don't know, I'm forgetting now, but I just feel like I haven't seen her in a while and I want to see her. But they checked for her heartbeat again. I'm always so nervous. This time they found it really quickly. It was a good heartbeat and everything. So that, like, it's like music to my ears. Sorry, I'm like sunburned. But it's like music to my ears, hearing her heartbeat and knowing she's okay. So that was really nice today. It was really like pretty chill appointment in that sense. But when the doctor walked in, she was like so excited, and she said she wanted to tell me, but no. I was like looking, so I did sneak peek, but then I did at 8 weeks, exactly 8 weeks. Like the day I turned 8 weeks, I had my blood drawn, which I was nervous about because I was like, what if that was too early? So that was in my head, you know. I was like really feeling like it was right. And my friend told me, she has tons of friends who've done sneak peek. My friend has done it twice and it was always right. So I felt like in my heart was right, but there was always a little fear that it could be wrong. So then at 10.5 weeks, I did the blood test, which I love, like with the doctor, the top test for like any issues with the baby, which that was all clear, which is amazing, you know, certain issues. So that was all really good to hear. But anyway, so it used to be 11 weeks, but now it's 10 weeks that you can do it. So at 10.5 weeks, I went in, they drew my blood, and then I think it was like a week later that I got those results. Sneak peek is so much faster. You get results in like 2 days. But I saw on the computer that they had my results, but then they told me they weren't going to give it to me till like a week after that. So they had said it would take 7 to 10 days to get results, and it was saying I would get my results like 2.5 weeks after I got my blood drawn, which made no sense to me. So I started to lose it. I called my doctor's office, talked to my nurse, and she said they hadn't received the blood work yet. I mentioned that weird date, and she's like, well, with, you know, what's going on in the world, things are delayed. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I was like, I'm going to contact the lab people. So I found their phone number on the card they gave me, and I contacted them. And they told me, we sent your results in yesterday. Imagine my surprise. So then I was like, well, I'm calling my doctor again. So I called my doctor, talked to the nurse, and I left a message. And then she called me back and she was like, hi, we do have your results. I guess they were in, but the lab, you know, the front desk people or whatever have to put it in the computer, and then I see it. So it just wasn't in that yet, I guess. So I was just like a crazy person. So then she was like, everything looks good health-wise. Do you want to know the gender? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay. And she was kind of acting like solemn, and I didn't know if she remembered. Like, obviously my doctor knows that I have 3 boys and really want a girl. But I didn't know if the nurse remembered that. And so when she was like kind of acting a little sad, I was like, oh no. And she said, it's a girl, and just bawled, just like I did on when I got the sneak peek results. Same thing. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just so happy. And, you know, she was like, oh, no wonder you've been calling. I'm like, yeah. So anyway, then the doctor said today, she was like, oh, I wanted to be the one to tell you. But the nurse said that you were calling and you were wanting to know. And I'm like, yeah, if you want to be the one to tell me, you better call me the second you get those results. So anyway, I thought that was cute though. It was fun. Every time people join in on my excitement about having a girl, it just fills me up because I'm so excited. And so I just love it. So that was really fun today at my appointment. So we talked about that. And then she was like, oh, and I was going to check and see if you've lost weight because I know you're super sick, but you haven't lost weight. And I was like, yeah, I know. I've gained a ton of weight. So we'll talk about that. I've gained like 15 pounds. It's bad. It's bad, you guys. I'm not eating well. And it all started when I was super sick. Now, I don't lose weight when I'm super sick. I think I did lose like a pound maybe, but I would have to throw up to eat, but I still eat. And I don't eat good things for me because I'm so sick, you see. So, but then once I started feeling better, I still was like in this kind of depressed mindset. I honestly think I was depressed. When I was so sick, I felt like I couldn't be a good wife. I couldn't be, like in so many ways, I couldn't be a good wife. In so many ways, I couldn't be a good mother. In so many ways, I couldn't be a good YouTuber and business owner with my cleaning channel. And I just felt like everything was falling apart. Couldn't take care of the house, couldn't cook. Like, I just felt like everything was falling apart. And it's taken me a couple of weeks to really just like get over that mindset and that depression. And I feel like I'm coming out of it. And so that is always a great feeling. If you deal with anxiety or depression, you know what I mean? If you have times where you're feeling depressed and then you're able to come out of it, you know. So that has felt really good. But anyway, so I still though have just not been eating good. Like I've been eating sausage, egg and cheese McGriddles from McDonald's, and I couldn't have coffee. And even still, like I had a pretty bad coffee problem. Like I was having like 3 iced coffees a day when I wasn't pregnant, and I knew I would have to stop that. But then pregnant, when I was super sick, I didn't even want to touch coffee. And now still like, there's only certain coffees I want, and it started off being the one that's probably not great for me, which I don't think it has a ton of calories, but I know it's not that great for me. It's the McDonald's vanilla iced coffee. I'm sure there's tons of sugar in it or whatever. So that's just like what I wanted, but I have found a healthy solution that I'm replacing that with. And so I just need to find like a healthy breakfast solution to replace my sausage, egg and cheese McGriddle. I'm like that person that's like always at McDonald's. It's so bad, you guys. I hate it. Like it's so bad. But anyway, so it's just like comfort to me. It's just comforting. So that's part of the problem, is the sausage, egg and cheese McGriddles, which are the most delicious thing you'll ever have in your life, but super fattening. And I put them in the Weight Watchers app, and it's like a whole day's worth of points. Like it's bad. So then, which I have not been following Weight Watchers. I've tried, and I haven't even made it through a whole day. Like, ugh. So anyway, I just am not in a good mindset with food, and I've been gaining like crazy. So that's part of the problem, but I have what I've replaced that coffee with, except for I ran out. And so today, this morning on my way to the doctor, I got my iced coffee again and my sausage, egg and cheese McGriddle. But, I have been replacing that with, I just buy the cold brew coffee, which is what I used to do. And I used to put like heavy whipping cream in it, which is like a keto thing, but I just can't stomach that right now. For some reason, that just grosses me out. But I got some of those Premier proteins. I got the caramel kind, and I've seen people on Weight Watchers do that. They mix that with like either iced coffee or espresso. So I mix that with my iced coffee, just a whole one of those protein things. And you know, that's like a good amount of your breakfast. You know, it's got protein and everything, and I do like those. So that has been a good replacement. I only bought a pack of like 4 or 6 or whatever, and so that's why I'm already out and I'm like empty right now. So I'm gonna buy a big pack now that I know I like it, and I'm gonna start doing that. But the other problem is Easter candy. I've been eating a lot of Easter candy, so much so that my stomach hurts. Like, it's bad, you guys. I'm being real right now. It's so bad, and it's embarrassing, and it's just an issue that I have had these past 6 years. I never in my life had this issue. I was always very like gangly and thin. Never had a problem with overeating. But I got really depressed like before I was pregnant with my now 4-year-old, and I started to like kind of binge eat, and then it's just continued on, and then with each pregnancy it just gets worse because I'm not feeling good and stuff. But then I'm able to, after each pregnancy, lose the weight, which if you guys have been around for a while, you know that. So I know I'll be able to lose the weight, but it's so hard. And I know how hard it is. I've done it 2 times now. And I just don't want to have to lose. I know I'm going to have to lose some weight, but I just don't want to have to lose like a ton of weight again. So I really want to get this under control, and I want to forgive myself because, oh, I'm going to start crying. Because that's part of the problem, is the mental issues with it. So I know that I need to just forgive myself, just let it go and start fresh and everything, and just let go of the weight I've already gained. I have been taking Jack on walks. He loves walks. He's like a dog. You can't say the word walk around him, or he'll be like, he'll run and get in his stroller, and he's like strapping himself in, like ready to go. He loves it, which is good because it's exercise. So I want to start doing hour walks every day. I was doing 30 minutes every day, and then I haven't done any because I've just been like, he takes 3-hour naps, you know, and I've just been busy. But I want to get back to doing that in the mornings, and I want to do it for an hour. And Henry has been riding his bike, and he's been getting better at that. Lasting an hour on his bike is tough though. He's able to barely last 30 minutes. So that's the other like issue, is getting him to last an hour, which makes me think that I should just go ahead and get a Bob stroller. I've wanted one of those for a long time. It's like a Bob double stroller. It's like a running stroller. They're really, really nice. My best friend had one, and you can get them off Facebook Marketplace for like $200. So they're like super expensive if you buy them new, but you can get them used off Facebook Marketplace. So I think I need to just go ahead and get one, because I'm going to use it also for when, I almost said her name. I will announce her name once. I got like a really cute blanket for her, which I wish I could show you guys. That came in today and I like almost started crying. But it says her name on it, and I don't have a middle name yet, and I want to announce it in a cute way. So we'll get to that hopefully soon. I'll announce her name once I come up with a middle name. But I have an idea of maybe what her middle name will be, but my husband and I aren't just like set in stone on it yet. But anyway, so once she comes, I know I'll definitely be using that double stroller for a while. And then my 4-year-old will need to ride his bike. But by that time, by the time I've healed from the C-section, everything, he'll be almost 5. He'll be 5 next January, and she'll be born in September. So by the time I'm really able to start walking a lot and stuff, he'll be 5. So hopefully he'll be at the point where he can really ride his bike for longer periods of time. However, I want to train him and get him going. So I'm going to have him do, I think what I might do is go ahead and get the Bob stroller just so I can get the most use out of it, you know, since I would use it now. But have him ride his bike for 30 minutes, then drop his bike off and just have him sit in the stroller for the last 30 minutes, just so he's still working those muscles and getting exercise and getting stronger in that area. So anyway, that's my plan. I need to get off the candy. I need to keep replacing my unhealthy things with healthier choices. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. So yeah, the weight gain is a problem, but I'm trying to forget myself. What else? Oh, some of you guys have asked me, some people have messaged me, and so I thought I would address it. Did I do any gender swaying with this baby to get a girl? And the answer is no, I did not. Now, I looked into it. I definitely looked into it. I watched all the videos on it. I read the forums. I got deep into it. But nothing ever convinced me that it was legit. Like everything I read, like there's the shuttles method or something like that, where they claim you're supposed to try farther away from ovulation if you want a girl, because the X chromosome is bigger and supposedly slower, and you're supposed to try closer to ovulation if you're a boy because the Y chromosome is smaller and supposedly faster. So that's what they have said, but I have seen so many people who had girls that did not do that. They tried right around ovulation and everything, and it's been like proven that it's not legit and stuff. And so I have had my doubts about that method. And the problem with that method is if you're like trying too far away from ovulation, you just may never get pregnant. That's the problem. And we struggled for 9 months with Jack. And, you know, I had the miscarriage. We got pregnant the first month, and I had the miscarriage. This is my rainbow baby too. My rainbow baby is a girl. But anyway, so yeah, I just didn't really believe in that. But some people said like eat cinnamon, like, I don't know. There's just all kinds of things you can do, and some people swear by it. But honestly, guys, it's a 50-50 chance every time. Every time you flip a coin and you get what you get, you know? And I mean, the only thing I did, I guess, and this may make me cry, the only thing I didn't do any of the crazy gender swaying, but I prayed to God all of the time. And I got mad at God. So mad when Jack was a boy, so mad. And that doesn't mean that I don't love Jack. Jack is the most adorable, wonderful kid, and I'm so glad he was a boy, honestly, because I think if he had been a girl, I would have stopped, and then I would have never had him. And I know I was meant to have him, and I love that she has 3 older brothers. So anyway, I think that's so cool. But anyway, I prayed all the time. I fought with God. I was mad at God. I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And then once I found out she was a girl, now I have tried to just thank him every chance I get, every time I remember. I don't think I do it as much as I prayed to get her, but I should. And I pray for her to be healthy and for me to be healthy, since this is my 4th C-section. And just for things to go well and everything. So honestly, that's all I did, was just pray to God a whole bunch. And my prayer was answered. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I know these videos are very chit-chatty, but if you hung out with me, I think that's awesome. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell to be notified when I post new videos. We got lots of fun stuff coming out. The name reveal, more baby girl hauls, nesting type videos, organization, her nursery. So the nursery reveal, of course, the birth vlog, newborn videos, all that stuff. So definitely be sure you're subscribed and click that bell to be notified when I post new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That shows me that you guys like these types of pregnancy update videos, encourages me to keep doing them. And it just helps on my channel. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.